Welcome back, everybody. We are still stuck in Final Fantasy 16, unable to do most of our side quests because we have to fully help out with everything here.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
Although I can do the elder antelopes for
Martha. It's good to see you.
And you, Clive. Jill?
Otto said you'd been attacked by a Akashic. What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, we had our first visit. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered. What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight?
I thought you'd never offer. Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is fiercest. Let the men know you've come to help. Something tells me they'll be pleased to see you.
We're on our way.
They were
Do you think there were as many as Martha says?
More.
I can't believe I seriously got locked out of my quest. That's the crazy part.
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you?
No use calling Ambrosia now. Let's go.
Clive, wounded.
We deal with the Akashic first.
Why did it? Okay, so
It's over. You're finished.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
If you've come to rob this place,
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
how do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Wade's men? But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after. We'll join you anon.
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell, the Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their homes. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best we stuck together.
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift, but they got a pack of Akashic snapping at their heels! And they got wounded with them! They're not gonna make it!
Damn it all.
We'll worry about them, Martha.
You look after everyone here. If any can still fight, send them to the lift.
I will. You two be safe now.
Nobody's coming with us. It's just us.
Mad dogs.
Bro, Ultima's really just like on the bullshit right now.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
So Wade.
Lord Rossfield. If you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it...
We thought we could sneak by them. But we didn't know there would be so many. How could we have?
Behind you!
The turtle?
Damn it! We need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
We can certainly try. Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Then let's do our duty.
Nah, you are by yourself, buddy.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames. It's just a pity I keep walking into them.
Yeah.
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Sir Wade. Like any shield worthy of the name.
I see you're all in one piece.
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way. Too thick to be a hearth.
A second horde.
Feel like finishing the job.
Always.
Jill and I will make for Eastpool. You'll need to move the injured without us.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow. Good luck.
Like, I have nothing, like...
Mad dogs. Just patch me up as
Oh man, are we gonna have to fight a caustic minotaur? Oh.
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
I'll make it quickly.
Something's coming.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Only the first round, so wait. Shall we?
There we go. There we go. Can't fuck with me, boy.
Do you see any more?
No. I think that was the last of them.
But it won't be long before the next lot arrive.
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
Y'all need some more defenses. Like, that's all I can tell you.
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade. Scores of Akashic.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Our lookouts say the lowlands are clear. Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wounds.
How many of your men were injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up. Thank you.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise. It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. And whether that's sooner or later, we'll need to be ready. The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable.
Hang them up.
I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the rest.
Well, when you put it like that, of course they can stay.
Oh, nice.
My lord, there's someone I'd like you to meet. Oscar, over here. It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rossfield.
Is it now?
I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
Murdoch. I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am Sir Rodney's nephew. Well, go on, then. It's not for me to ask him. Yes, Sir Wade. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take me as your squire? I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
So, what you saying?
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar. But I am a shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oaths.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy shield. Not that Sir Wade and the other Guardians are... I mean to say that, they're... It's all right. We know what you mean. There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
But a squire...
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once. And I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
Know that I'll show you as much lenience
Mic
as your uncle
off.
showed me.
I would not have it any other way. I will not let you down, Lord Rossfield. You or my uncle.
Mic on.
Okay. So, is he following us now? You gotta go clean out the bowls. Damn it. Well, we got a long walk. That's like the only side quest that we can do right now. So, we're gonna go do this side quest real quick.
Good girl. Run like the wind.
Because I have a feeling once we do this side quest, we'll be able to control when Torgal primes? I guess that's what they're calling it. I literally do not care about any one of you. So there's only certain areas that has reached. Oh, I thought I could turn right there. We're doing the quest, and then we gotta go to Delamil. What? Ah, damn it! I went the wrong way. I'm sorry. Bro. Bro, get the fuck away from me.
Ready, go?
I cannot believe I messed it up. Which I guess it is like almost like a simple mistake.
Time to fight.
Minotaurs are Kashyyyk now.
But it's certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope, it'd seem like just the place. I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal?
I didn't know it was gonna move back like that. Okay, so now we have Torgal side quest.
Now, will it be enough, I wonder? I say that answers my question. Which means we owe the lawsmen our thanks. You're just a big puppy, aren't you? A very big puppy. You do know you can take that with you, Torgal. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your appetite back. Come on, boy. Don't feel good, boy.
Okay. Take this off. Now, since we're leaving around here anyway, since I still can't do those side quests. Seriously, this sucks. I literally can't do my side quests. Because all the rest of them are locked, so until I do this story mission.
I noticed you and Torgal. So, what that'll teach me for treating you like you're still a pup.
Mic off.
All right, no need to shout. Now we know what you're after, I can see about getting some in.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later. Can I leave it with you?
You can, aye. I'm nice like that. In return, you can thank Tomes for me. The bloody know-it-all.
I was just on my way to see him.
Mic on.
Seems the highway is lost.
There's a storm coming soon.
Ah, were you able? We were indeed, Lawsman. Very good. Lady Karen sends her thanks, by the way.
Ah. But that reminds me. After your last visit, I found myself pondering Torgal's talents. Do you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role in Torgal's transformation?
About how she somehow woke the power within him.
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought. But one which raised certain questions in my mind. You see, the Fenrir of legend served Shiva and Shiva alone. And while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply they are somewhat different in nature to those you described Torgal as having used.
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one icon's power.
Battery low.
Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you, your brother, and even the late Cid. In short, the icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at paw,
Charging battery.
have been diverse and plenty. And that number has only grown as the realm's dominance have fallen to your sword. One can but speculate as to how all of this has affected Torgal.
He has seemed more fierce of late.
And if I'm not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still. We are fortunate indeed to be able to count him amongst our allies and not our adversaries.
Oh, he's more than an ally. He's a friend.
Ah! So we can use the board to find our hunts. That's priceless. That's priceless, guys. We can use the board to find the hunt. But every one of the other quests cannot be done until we finish our story mission.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Come to claim your just desserts. Here you are.
We are right there.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
The Croc Shambrick. It really has a crown. I don't know how I feel about this thing actually having a crown. Alright. Let's go help Luber.
Sid, your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried?
No.
You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
This man's
All lies,
eccentric.
I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago. Any idea where they went? The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalimil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
I swear, man. Actually, that'll be just enough to get us.
We just follow the shouting.
To where we need to be. Who is this?
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandits' ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that.
She has a point.
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
He has a point.
That's enough. Both of you. Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Victor. What's he doing here?
Sid.
I was about to ask you.
Costness is in chaos. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalamil. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costness. Perhaps these are cursed skies, or an entire city.
We're still working on the skies. Perhaps we can find a solution to Dalamil's problems.
I hope so.
People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
Life hasn't been hard enough nowadays.
A shop.
What?
Haven't we had enough fighting?
No, next time.
Oh.
My reputation will be ruined.
Calm yourself, Lord Ig...
Pardon the intrusion, but...
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
Very good, Lord Ignac. Would you mind stepping up?
What is this dude's problem?
I'm sorry if I've caused...
That? No. He has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thief...
I don't suppose a certain blade was among a single-edged sword.
Ah.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage.
You have but to state it.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac.
A condition I would be a fool to...
I don't suppose you saw with the...
I did not, no. Though every ill...
Then that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac.
That will be very...
Farewell.
Okay. Now I can go talk back to Lubar. Because that quest is as...
Mic off.
So, you see my predicament?
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight.
My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves, and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own. Before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other?
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits.
It appears we have a plan of action. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along.
Play along?
What he means to say is yes.
Mic on.
Picture it, Conrad. Your own city. Ish Conrad, may I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red...
A pleasure, my lady.
The pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canberra.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamil's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you call the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
Alright. Next.
Oh, I'm ruined.
If I had my pickaxe, I would... I mean, it may still be possible to buy some.
Ah, here, Natalie. Allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randall.
Lord Underhill. At your service.
Underhill?
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital's stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the Blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, and while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good. Merely, now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and...
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Mummy, I'm scared.
My shop.
Good news. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat with time. They may...
Time no longer appears to be the luxury.
I take it your scout...
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalamil as we speak. All of them.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
Let me kill them.
I have a favor to... I'm told the bandits march in 2 groups. One from the south.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those...
The rest, my friend, the stakes I concede are high. But if this...
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as...
And we will do the same.
The women folk have come to welcome us.
What?
I'll take that one.
It's all yours.
They mean to overwhelm us.
Jump has.
All yours, Torgal.
Finished.
Thank you. Goodbye. Have a wonderful time. Oh, man.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
That we should hurry.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalamil.
We all saved Dalamil.
What are you doing?
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
When I get
The
ice.
plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Oh, nice. We almost have enough for an upgrade.
Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least. Let's go and put Otto's mind at rest.
Yeah, I want this one. Like, we have to master Giga Flare. We have to master Giga Flare. Or because I can combine these two, right? And then I can combine these two. And then I will combine... There's just too many. There's too many.
Ready, go? Yeah!
I just gotta remember the Crocs and brick. Is that Coral Akashic? Oh my god, it is. Huh! I have no desire to fight it.
Time to fight.
No. No, 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 no. It's time to fight those guys.
We got company!
Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off!
Nice try.
Ah man, that was something else.
This must be Ignac's luggage. Nothing seems to be damaged. All right. Let's get it back to Dalamil.
I hear I have you to thank for the return of my effects. What should I call you, my good man?
Wyvern. Glad to make your acquaintance.
A formidable name indeed. Well, Wyvern, I appear to be in your debt. Redeem here tells me you wished for an audience. Is that all?
A few moments of your time should suffice, yes.
You're a peculiar fellow, Wyvern.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about...
Oh, a true work of art. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that sword. It was made in the Outer Isles, far beyond the Twins, and is used exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school of swordsmanship. They believe
No combat should ever exceed a single strike, and hone their blades to such perfection that none ever does. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. They crack upon a second blow. There's a brutal sort of beauty to it, really.
But how do they hone such an edge?
Fine question. Why, they use a whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then 10,000 more. But it is the final stone which lends the blade its legendary sharpness. A mineral quite foreign to this great realm of ours. And that is the key. The secret ingredient. Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services. Take this, the very stone of which I spoke. Far rarer among and a far...
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship. However...
I am locked in bit. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel. But he is hard.
Are there many other collectors out there?
Too many to count. But only one do I consider my nemesis. Lord Byron
My uncle.
Rosfield. And is a perennial thorn in my side.
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern. May our paths cross again. Radim, we must...
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Coming, my lordship.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now.
And now we can go back. What is this side quest? Yes, I know I'm grabbing the side quest because I'm like, I need the side quest.
What's happened?
Do you have any fresh water?
Now I just need to see about getting the...
Bad news.
Good, actually. Only trouble is, the serving girl's still new to the job, so I can't leave her...
What exactly are you celebrating?
I've come by a particularly fine bottle of red. Gotan Rouge is the only good thing to have ever come out of the Empire. And most wouldn't part with a 66 if you held a knife to their throats.
So I've heard.
Oh. So you know a gentleman who might Would you pass the good news to a few friends of mine?
Sounds
Sure,
simple
man.
enough.
So you'll do it. You won't need to go far. There's Aldrich free of the fight. Stop by.
I'll be right back.
I'm like, this is a little simple side quest. We'll end this episode after that.
I've been asked to find Aldrich, the porter. I don't suppose that's you, is it?
That's me right enough. You need something delivered?
The innkeeper sent me. He said there's a cup of Gotan 66 with your name on it when you're done for the day.
A 66? Look at me. If he's just got hold of it now, it must have been in the crates he had me carry down from Sambrek.
From the Empire to Boklad. You must be a braver man than most.
Such is the porter. They'd Soraflam one day, then the farther you're willing to go, the fatter the purse. Which is why there's no shortage of competition for something. I'd say I've done enough.
Who needs a porter when there's nowhere left to go?
Please. A piece of fruit.
This is a sad little place right here.
Are you
That's me.
The innkeeper's just... He thought you might like to join him for a cup of...
He knows me.
Wine and ham to spare.
Comes with being the place everyone... We get meat from Sandbrek, herb, or rather we did, till not so long ago. Still, there's no point.
You'll buy something, won't you? Please.
You've raised the price.
I'm looking for Bolek.
Well, you found him.
The innkeeper sent me.
I've never said no to a Gotan.
You must be a busy...
No one... Meaning, what gets to me that some days you can't... You know what?
All done. I wonder if the innkeeper might spare a cup of that wine.
Really, Clive?
Do you have any fresh water?
I spoke to your friend.
That's fantastic. It's been a while since we opened. The way I see it, that...
How so?
Well, I wouldn't be serving anything but slops without Aldrich to go and fetch the good stuff. And then there's Milan, who always sends customers my way. Those three are the backbone of Boklad. Lose any one of them, and without the market, I wouldn't have it. Everyone needs a shoulder to lean on. Be they world-weary innkeepers. Right. I'd better prepare for my guest's arrival.
I hear you had me carrying a bottle of Gotan 66. If I'd have known, I would have sold the thing and lived like a lord. I'll settle for a cup, though, if you're in a sharing mood.
A Gotan 60 bloody sick. A bottle between the four of us might not be enough to drown us.
Here they are, the free... The woes of the world may be monstrous and many, but there's nothing like a few good friends to keep the misery at bay.
Never a truer word spoken.
Alright, y'all have fun with your little drinking thing. Alright, so thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry this is such a long episode, but just wanted to get most of my side quests done so we can do the hunts, and now we're gonna do the hunts in the next episode, and hopefully deliver the star rubies eventually after we talk to Otto. So hopefully they become unlocked after that. So thank you guys for watching. Killer the King 97.